I'm fighting a YouTuber who thinks he's a real fighter. And I'm getting crazy money for it.
What's up guys, it's Yuyu, and in today's video I want to tell you about my experience sparring Logan Paul. If you're new here, I am a professional boxer and I will speak from my perspective about him as a boxer, a few stories on our sparring sessions, and my thoughts on him fighting Floyd Mayweather. Okay, off the bat, I'll tell you what this video is not. There is no sparring footage that I own. Any videos of anyone sparring Logan are owned by him and his team. Also, I'm not bashing on the event, which I'll explain my thoughts on it later in this video. But first, if you're new to the channel, I love sharing advice on boxing, nutrition, exercise, life of a boxer, behind the scenes footage on boxing events. So if any of those topics interest you, please make sure to subscribe so you stay up to date with the latest video. Okay, so let me start off by telling you how I was one of Logan Paul's sparring partners. A friend of mine, Marky, the cut man, who also owns a gym in San Pedro, California, which you guys can go check out. He hit me up and he was like, hey, are you down to spar Logan Paul? And I told him, sure, when? He's like, today in 2 hours. This was back in December of 2020. Logan ended up coming to Whittier and we got some work in. And to be completely honest, he wasn't bad. He was actually pretty decent. Before I sparred him, he was sparring someone a little bit bigger, closer to his size, and they were going back and forth. Logan would make a mistake and get caught, but he would actually come back and respond with a punch of his own. They went a few rounds, lots of back and forth action, and then I stepped in. I can tell right away he wasn't used to my size. I'm 5'8", 150 pounds. He's like 6'2" or 6'3", 200 pounds, if not more back then. But let me tell you, he was not holding back. I was being quick and I didn't exchange punches with him. I would throw 1 or 2 punches and then move and have him come look for me. That's pretty much how our first sparring session went. I remember catching him with a combination when he was on the ropes, and then he started talking some shit, and not in an offensive way, but that happens a lot in sparring. He would say, don't wake me up, don't wake me up. And I would just laugh back at him. The sparring session was over and I was surprised. He was better than I expected. Well, he was tougher than I expected. That would be a better word. He didn't back down once from me or the other sparring partners. So the first sparring session went well, and especially since I'm about the same height as Mayweather. We're both 5'8", so they wanted to continue working. The next sparring sessions were at his house. He has a gym in his backyard, which I thought was pretty cool, sparring outdoors. I wasn't his only sparring partner. Usually he would have 2 fighters he would spar with. So it was cool for me because I would spar Logan, and then I was also able to spar the other fighters that were there. Some were pro and some were amateur. Over the next few weeks, I would spar him once or twice a week. And there's a few reasons why I decided to be Logan Paul's sparring partner. One, I didn't have any upcoming fights set up, so I wasn't worried too much about the quality or specific sparring. And I also didn't mind much because I was able to spar other fighters there. I'm never going to fight someone who's 6'3", 200 pounds. So for training reasons, it didn't really make sense for me to be his sparring partner. But then again, I didn't have anything lined up. The second reason why I continued sparring Logan, because it was just different. He had a private gym and there weren't a lot of people there most days. Some days he'll have his buddies or his friends or business partners, and they would train there or watch him spar, but that was only a few times. Third reason was because why not? If any YouTuber or celebrity or athlete wants to spar, then I would say yes. Some opportunities only come once, and who knows what might come with them. I thought sparring with him would help my YouTube channel grow, which was probably the main reason why I said yes. The fourth reason why I continued sparring with him was because I eventually started getting paid. Yes, it was a drive to make it over there, and it wasn't ideal for me boxing wise, but I still got paid and I got some extra rounds with other fighters. So those are the reasons why I said yes to be Logan Paul's sparring partner. Okay, so is he really a boxer? So he started boxing 4 years ago, I think, or I don't know, but it's less than 5 years. He did wrestle at a pretty high level when he was younger, and from the very little experience I have in wrestling, it's definitely a tough sport. One thing I can say is that he does work hard. I was pretty surprised. I was expecting him to be talkative or jokey, kind of like his persona is on YouTube or on social media, but he's actually very quiet. He would walk in the gym or his backyard and just get to work. He wouldn't talk to anyone. That tells me that he's taking it seriously and not playing around. The only time he would talk is when sparring would get heated, and that shows that he's competitive. Okay, what about skill? Keep in mind, anything I'm saying right now has nothing to do with the Mayweather fight. I'm just giving an honest assessment on a guy who's boxing, but so happens to be a millionaire YouTuber, social media guy. So skill, he's not bad. You can tell he's been putting in the work. Yes, there's a lot of mistakes that he makes, but that's what you expect from someone who's only boxed for 4 years. I've seen him hang in there with boxers with more experience or more years boxing than him. Again, most of these fighters were smaller. I would like to see him spar or move around with someone his size or bigger, and not the Gronk brothers. Whenever I sparred with him, I would give him different looks. Sometimes I'd be more aggressive moving forward. Other days I'd be more defensive and just pick my shots, throw 1-2 and then move to the side. Use a lot of footwork, which you can check out if you want to improve your footwork right here. He did have a little trouble adjusting to the different styles that I was presenting, but again, he's been boxing for less than 5 years. The times he would catch me would be when he would flick his jab. So not even a stiff jab, it would be more of a flick jab. And that's because he would throw the jab from a more relaxed position, so it makes it harder to see and it's quicker. He's big and he's definitely strong, but he's still tight when he throws his punches, so that steals a bit from his power. He knows how to conserve his energy from a distance, and he's actually pretty composed. So as far as giving my thoughts on him as a boxer, he's not bad, like I said. He has 5 years of experience, he has decent skill, he's very athletic, but again, I haven't seen him spar a professional or an amateur boxer at his height and weight. Okay, what are my thoughts on the fight? I see a lot of hate comments, which is expected. You have arguably one of the best fighters of all time fighting a YouTuber. I see many people saying this is hurting the sport, this is embarrassing, boxing is dead, this is just for money. Many people have their arguments, but what I don't agree with is how this exhibition match is hurting the sport. What exactly does that mean? I really don't understand what hurting the sport means. This exhibition will never change my thoughts on current world champs, up and coming prospects, the hard work it takes leading up to a fight, just the totality of boxing. None of that changes because of an exhibition match. I can only speak for myself and give my own opinion on this event, and I don't think it's bad for the sport. Mayweather is a retired boxer.
Remember Floyd Mayweather, I retired from boxing, but I didn't retire for entertainment, and I didn't retire for making money.
He said it himself, this has nothing to do with his legacy, this has nothing to do with the sport, this is all about the money. He's smart enough to not be in a real dangerous or risky fight. In fact, there will be no winner or loser in this exhibition match. There are no judges, this is 8 rounds, 12-ounce gloves. The only way one of them can win is by knockout. Logan, on the other hand, has everything to win.
Experience is gonna trump everything else. But at the end of the day, this is a fight. And anything can happen.
He's getting paid a crazy amount of money. He gets to say he fought Floyd Mayweather. That alone is a victory in itself, never mind the money. Another solid argument is that you have these hardworking, deserving boxers making pennies compared to this event. Look, I'm a boxer making pennies, but I understand I don't have millions of people willing to pay to watch me fight. And yes, that may be sad or discouraging to some, but that's the truth. Logan only has one professional boxing fight, but has millions of people willing to pay to watch him box. It's unfortunate that boxing skills alone does not make you more money. If that was the case, then there would be so many millionaire boxers, because there's a lot of talent out there that never get the opportunity. That's why if you're a boxer or an athlete watching this video, it's important to market yourself. You don't have to pretend to be someone you're not. Be yourself, work hard, work smart, take advantage of opportunities, because at the end of the day, from what I've been told, you don't regret the things you did, you regret the things you didn't do. So let me wrap up this video by saying, I don't really care about this event. I don't think it's bad for boxing. I think it would actually bring more viewers to the sport. And hey, if a Logan Paul subscriber thinks boxing is easy, go give it a try and let me know how that works out. As far as Logan being a boxer, again, he works hard, he takes it seriously, he definitely has potential, but come on dog, you're fighting Mayweather. Where do you go from here? Alright guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you agree, disagree? You think this is bad for boxing? Is this even boxing? Also, if you're new here and you would like to learn how to box, check out my other videos. Thanks for watching. Pop!
The great thing about this, I'm still 50-0.
Because it doesn't count on your professional record, right?
Absolutely not.